Madam Web. Oh. Madam Web is one of those Sony Marvel movies that absolutely nobody asked for and just kind of makes you question why. Why, like, when this was first announced, why are we getting a Madam Web movie? But unlike most of these other Sony Marvel movies, it actually sounds like it's going to be pretty good. Then again, I said that same thing about Morbius, so who knows with this one. But I mean, it actually does look fairly good so far. I mean, great cast. Interesting plot. Of course, at least the rumored plot is that this is going to be a Terminator style story where we have a villain who is tired of being defeated by Peter Parker Spider-Man, so he travels back in time to kill Mary Parker, of course the mother of Peter Parker, so that Spider-Man Peter Parker is never born. And then we're going to have this group of female spider people throughout the multiverse with some multiple Madam Webs, a Spider Woman, a Anya Corzin Spider Girl, I believe was one of them. But anyway, this is a great cast. Like, this is a great cast. You got Dakota Johnson, Sydney Sweeney, Adam Scott, Emma Roberts, Isabella Merced. It is a great cast. It's a really stacked cast, and with some of these rumors that, of course, I've done videos about on the channel before, Adam Scott playing Uncle Ben, like a young Uncle Ben, there's some crazy stuff going on here. But one of the biggest attractions for this film, at least one of the big attractions, not only physically, but of course, her career as well, is Sydney Sweeney. Sydney Sweeney, great actress, gorgeous actress. Of course, probably best known for her role in Euphoria. She was also in the first season of The White Lotus. She's a great actress, and she was one of the first people cast in this movie. And of course, with her casting came a whole bunch of rumors and theories of like, oh, she could play Spider-Gwen, she could play Black Cat. And as cool as that would be, I think she would be great for, honestly, either of those roles. We were pretty, solid on the fact that, like, she's not going to be either of those characters in this movie. So she had to be a Spider-Verse related character that was not Spider-Gwen, because she's not going to be popping up here. So, who's she playing? And just like all the other actors and actresses in this film, there's been so many rumors about, oh, she's playing the villain. She's playing Madam Web's evil sister or daughter or something like that. I remember doing a video about that. There's another one saying that she was playing Spider-Woman. And now some brand new reports are surfacing again and confirming that, yes, indeed, Sydney Sweeney is playing Spider-Woman in this movie, but not the Spider-Woman you would expect. She's actually going to be playing Julia Carpenter Spider-Woman, who in the comics is the second iteration of the character. So this, I think, makes a lot of sense, because Julia Carpenter is a Spider-Woman that doesn't really get a whole lot of love. She actually is the one that I grew up knowing as kind of the main Spider-Woman. So she's a great iteration of the character, and bringing her in here, I think, makes a lot of sense, especially when you look at set photos where Sydney Sweeney's hair is more orangish, kind of more in line with Julia Carpenter's hair in the comics. And I think this would be a great character to include here. Have a Spider-Woman, because we have a Spider-Girl, let's have a Spider-Woman. And then we got a Madam Web. We got it all here with this Spider team, so I think that's actually pretty cool. But with this rumor and these reports of Sydney Sweeney playing a Spider-Woman in this movie, comes also claims that a Spider-Woman movie is going to be shooting next year, which of course is really exciting as well. Now, we've heard previous reports about a Spider-Woman movie years and years ago. A Spider-Woman movie was in development before Madam Web ever was. And it was going to be directed by Olivia Wilde, and we haven't heard anything about this project in like a long, long time. So, for all we know, it's still in development, but for all we know, it could also be dead in the water. You never know. Who knows if Olivia Wilde is still directing, especially after the big controversies with her getting canceled from Don't Worry Darling, all that stuff. Who knows? But either way, it sounds like a Spider-Woman movie is coming. So a lot of people with this giant surge of reports of not only this Spider-Woman movie, but also Sydney Sweeney playing Spider-Woman in this movie, a lot of people have gone with the assumption that, hey, Sydney Sweeney is going to be getting a spin-off movie as Spider-Woman. And I kind of doubt that's going to be the case, and it has been confirmed by, I think, My Time to Shine Hello and possibly some other scoopers, that that is not the case. So this Spider-Woman movie is happening. It is going to be shooting next year in 2024, probably for a 2025 release date. We are getting a Spider-Woman movie again. Whether that's directed by Olivia Wilde or not, we don't know. But because this Spider-Woman movie is going to be focusing on the Jessica Drew version of Spider-Woman, which of course is the first iteration of the character from the comics. So it seems like Sydney Sweeney is playing Spider-Woman, but she's playing Julia Carpenter Spider-Woman. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they change her name so that we don't have two Spider-Women at the same time. But she is just going to remain in the Madam Web franchise. Maybe she'll get her own spin-off at some point, but this Spider-Woman movie that is in development, that is shooting next year, is going to be a Jessica Drew project, which actually there has even been rumors that maybe it could be a Marvel Studios co-production, kind of like how the Tom Holland MCU Spider-Man movies are also the co-productions. That's something we could see here as well, where we have both Sony and Marvel Studios working on it, make it part of the MCU, since Jessica Drew is highly tied to the wider Marvel universe with Hydra and Shield and Secret Invasion, all that stuff. So I mean, I think it's pretty cool. I think this would be really awesome. I'm really excited for the Spider-Woman movie, and I'm really excited to see Sydney Sweeney as Spider-Woman, the Julia Carpenter version in Madam Web as well. Honestly, the more I hear about this movie, the better it sounds. But then again, like I said, I thought about Morbius. So, anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about this news, or at least these rumors and heavy reports that Sydney Sweeney is playing Spider-Woman, and we are getting a separate Jessica Drew Spider-Woman movie that will be shooting next year in 2024. So, thanks for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and hit the subscribe button so I can keep you up to date on everything goes on in the Marvel life.